my bad, my bad. Here, let me go ahead and make sure I don't knock anything over. I do have a knack for that. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone can see me and hear me loud and clear. Jenna, I know, I'm sorry. I know I said 5 minutes early. It just wasn't able to happen. Hold on, let me fix a quick setting. All right, all right. My fault, my fault. So I got out of work recently. Was gonna go to the gym today, but decided not to. I think I'm gonna use today as yet another rest day. But what's going on, everyone? I'm out here. We're out here. I think hopefully everyone can hear me and see me loud and clear. So I'm getting into the group, or not the group chat, the live chat right now. YouTube is playing games with me and it's taking forever to load, so I'm sorry. I'm getting there. I see that I have 11 of you guys already watching. That's what's up. What's going on, everyone? Feel free. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, hold on. I got to move it this way now. I knocked it over a little bit, so I think that was it. All right, so sorry for my blinds there. But we have Hong Kong Foam Flinging saying, hey, what's up, Hong Kong Foam Fleming? Wait, Hong Kong Foam Fleming. That is kind of a tongue twister right there. But, guys, please, someone in... Oh, I see we have Apple Watch Punk as well saying, oi, what is going on, Apple Watch Punk? Hopefully you've been having a great weekend. I myself have. It's been a weekend full of grinding, but hey, we're out here, right? So guys, can someone please confirm? I see the video. The video is coming along just fine, but someone please let me know if the audio. I know that I still need to fix the one headphone problem that I'm having, but that will get fixed. I just really, it's a small fix. I should have done it already. I will next time though. Vicente says, nice sweater, fam, bro. I think you mean hoodie, but I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, I got this hoodie last year. It's one of my favorites. I do like the little pink accents right here. And this is what I've been saying for years. The Nike bands have a lot of these like light and vivid colors, so they like to do that. Which is why I prefer shopping at Nike versus Adidas, but actually for sweatpants, I think Adidas definitely has got it. We have Tech Geek saying, good thing I stayed up. What's up, man? Video and audio is fine. Thank you so much for confirming, Tech Geek. That means a lot to me. I'm glad you stayed up too, man. This is going to be a quick one, quick little 30-minute live stream because it's next week's live stream, the one on Wednesday, that hopefully should be jam-packed. That is going to be the band announcement. Now, UPS, and I want to show you guys proof. That way you guys can see because I was just as disappointed. Let me show you. I ordered the solo loops and 2 of the fine woven link ones. The other one didn't have shipping until like late November or early December. So I'm either going to have to pick that one up at an Apple store one of these days, or I'm going to have to see what I need to do. But here, let me screenshot this just so that you guys can see. My package was rescheduled. Yeah, so that happened, and that messed up my mojo in terms of my entire uploading schedule. So you guys see, I'm not sure if y'all can, but UPS was supposed to deliver my bands yesterday. I was supposed to start working on them yesterday and have it uploaded today. But clearly, UPS wants to play games, and they didn't deliver my bands in time. So now I'm having to delay my uploading schedule by a couple days, and that's kind of annoying. We have Apple Watch Punk. Sounds good. Thanks for the confirmation there. Clayton Mahring, am I saying that right? What red strap are you rocking tonight? We also have Tech for Your Needs saying hello, folks. What's up, Tech for Your Needs? Hopefully you're doing a good, or hopefully you're having a good day, rather. So, and then talking about the red band. So this is one of the product red sport bands. I forget for which release this came out, but I was rocking this one today. I was feeling a little bold, feeling a little zesty, and that's what we decided to do. So yeah, guys, we have the giveaway announcement coming up this upcoming Wednesday. The solo bands should be delivered tomorrow. If they get delivered at an adequate time, then I'm able to catch my outdoor shot. See, this is what sucks about these bands sometimes, is that I cannot upload a band video if I don't have clear and good lighting outdoors. AKA, if it's not a sunny day, I would rather either wait for the clouds to clear or wait until the next day. So I think that's the kind of situation that we're going to have unfolding here. Because at least the route on my neighborhood, UPS either they ship right around 1 p.m., which would be nice because I am off tomorrow, or they deliver like at 6 or 7 p.m. and we're like the last ones on their route. So this new solo band video is probably going to be released Tuesday, and I'm going to have to figure something out about the fine woven ones because I know that I was specifically waiting for that one for last, but with the giveaway live stream coming up, I may just have an extra additional random giveaway, and I'll probably just pick an extra, I don't know, we'll see. On this solo loop video, to make up for it, I might have the first 4 winners or that spot the hidden band first. Then that way that kind of makes up for the fine woven one, which will probably be released until after the giveaway, which sucks, but we can blame UPS for this. I hate them. Jenna Rose saying UPS, yeah, it's good that they got new bargaining power with their new, what's it called, their contract that they got. I think they're unionized. So they're going to make upwards of like what? I think it's like 90,000 a year. No, more than 100K a year, which is crazy. Shout out to them. We do have Vicente, our moderator, up here in the mix saying subscribe and follow to your boy Juan on all his socials. That's right. Make sure that you guys follow because this holiday season, I'm already seeing an uptick in people asking and wondering what the differences are in a lot of the Apple Watches. I'm also at my job having a lot of people ask if it's truly worth it. I get this question asked at least 10 times a day at my job, and that is, what is the difference between the 15 Plus and the 15 Pro Max, or likewise the 15 and the 15 Pro? And really, there's really not all that much. And see, the thing is that I feel like I fill a very special role at my job at AT&T because I am the tech guru, right? So I'm able to chime in. And so like someone earlier was basically spouting out BS, talking about something about the Apple Watch. And it's like, no, like you never get your calls synced with your phone at the same time. Like it's useless. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I'll show you right now how mine works and how this one works because I think like his mom was upgrading or something. And the Apple Watch to me I find to be extremely useless. Not useless, sorry, useful. Not useless. It's been a long day. Many of my viewers over here on stream right now probably do have an Apple Watch and also can probably agree that the Apple Watch is just such a useful little tool. I feel like I can't live without my Apple Watch anymore. Like literally, like apart from changing out the bands and everything, it's kind of a part of my identity. So Jenna Rose says, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. No, not UPS. Oops. Sorry, Jenna. Nice. Jenna, what are you hitting tomorrow at the gym? I think for me, I've had 2 days off in a row now, which have been tremendously helpful to be able to recover and rest. Because if you guys didn't know, if you want to put on muscle, if that is your primary goal, or toning your muscles as well, it's important to rest. I remember there was a long time where I was a complete gym rat, and all I did was go to the gym religiously 24/7. I want to say around that time I was recently heartbroken, so maybe that played a factor. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. It was like in high school. But yeah, I would go every day. So sometimes it'd be like 15 days in a row that I would go, and I'd wonder why my body would feel like super duper tired. Like I'd wake up and still want to sleep like an additional 5 hours. And it's like, yeah, you idiot. No wonder like you feel this tired because you're really, really pushing your body to its limit. Anyway, so yeah, I've had 2 days off now, but now I think I'm ready. Jenna, again, let me know what you're going to work out tomorrow at the gym. I think tomorrow for me is a push day. Vicente, I want to say as well that you be going to the gym as well down in Florida. If you haven't gone in a minute, definitely need to go. But let me know if you're going to go tomorrow, and if you are, let me know what you're going to hit. We got Chris Alberto checking in. He say, yes, nice seeing you over here, Chris. Glad that you were able to make it as part of the stream. We have Jenna saying, like, what's up, dog, ups. I'm either doing Oh, ups. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm either doing legs or arms though. Fi. Okay, fi. If you work out arms, make sure you get the peak of that bicep. I love arm days. They go so naturally for me, and I don't know. I mean, I am a little biased though because I do have my tattooed arm. Oh, and by the way, so guys, I have to update all of y'all. So, this will rarely show up on the band videos, which kind of sucks. But I did set up my appointment for my chest piece. I'm super excited. Oh my god, it's been literal years since I've last gotten ink. Well, actually, no. So I got this one right here in my middle finger, the king one, because I definitely enjoy. Chris is on here. He knows. Vicente, you also know. We've played cards before. I like playing a lot of poker and also a lot of blackjack. And mainly, sure, it's for the adrenaline. But also, both of them, if you're methodical with it, you can make it a mathematical game. And many times you can actually sway the odds in your favor. So blackjack is one of those games that's infamous for having people utilize mathematics and something called basic strategy when playing blackjack. So for those of you guys that don't know, I mean, with blackjack, it's an event. So you always have to treat each event as an independent one. So it's like what I was telling my buddies yesterday. Every now and then I do get a little nerdy in conversation, but let me ask you guys something. If we were to play an indefinite game of tossing a coin up in the air and it's either heads or tails, right? So let's say we played that game indefinitely forever for the rest of time. Now, let me ask you, how likely do you think that you could get 10 misses in a row? So in other words, or 10 hits. In other words, if you were to play flipping a coin until the end of time with someone, how often do you think 10 heads in a row would show up? Or how often do you think 10 tails in a row would pull up? You'd be surprised that actually it's a much more common event than you'd think, right? So many people would be like, well, that's impossible. Well, no, not really. That's not how mathematics works. 10 heads in a row is actually pretty common, and you can actually make a simulator. So when I was in school, I utilized this one coding program called RStudio. I know, Vicente, you probably heard a lot of what is it, Python? Yeah, you probably use a lot of Python. And actually, I would hit up Vicente for some coding help when I was in college. But you can set up programs, like you can set up code to run that exact simulation I'm talking about. It's pretty neat if you can figure it out on your own, but if you don't have any prior coding experience, it's something that you might need help on. But yeah, it's a simple, I mean, it won't be but like 10 lines of code. You just set up that scenario where you just flip a coin and it's either heads or tails. And I promise you, you can even make a program to state, okay, so computers don't like infinite kind of numbers. So you, on a computer, in theory, you can't make it run for infinity, although you can imply it. But you can have it do like 10 million simulations. And I promise you those 10 heads in a row will show up at least 10 times. Like, it sounds absurd, but it happens a lot. All right, I'm gonna stop being a geek right now for a little bit and catch up here with the chat. Tech for your needs. You didn't get anything to drink? No. So wait, for what? No, I'm a little confused. No, I have not. But, oh, as in like water or anything, I don't have anything near me. Is that what you mean? I have water, but it's on the other side of the table, and I'm afraid that I'm going to bump into things. Let's see. Apple Watch Punk says, just watched Taylosif Tech's new video and feel liberated after selling his Apple Watch. No way. Taylosif Tech sold his Apple Watch? You got to tell me a little bit more about that Apple Watch, Punk. What happened to him? Well, Taylosif Tech he's always been really like bold with his actions. Like he really doesn't give a fuck, you know. He kind of just does whatever he wants, and you know he is an Apple sheep, but not really. You know, he's an Apple sheep on paper, but no, I like his videos a lot. I didn't know that. That's cool. Tech Geek says Taylosif also has an iPhone 11 as his daily driver. No thanks. Does he really? Ain't no way he has an iPhone 11. That's kind of crazy. My mom has an iPhone 11, and I think it suits her very well. My mom is, how old is she? She's like in her 50s, and so for her, it's a perfect phone, right? Like, if anything, I don't even know if she knows that the iPhone 15 is out, and honestly, I think it's better that way. Jenna Rose says, start light start light, Vicente, and don't push yourself, but overall you should be okay. Oh, that's because Vicente had said, I haven't hit anything in the gym because my right shoulder was healing. I want to work out before I lose gains, but don't want injury. You don't want to injure yourself anymore. Gotcha. So, dude, that was the similar problem that I had. Remember, it was when you were here. So, guys, my back breaks at least once a year. I know, like, it sounds terrible, but it does. It really does. Like, when I first started at AT&T was when my back on an annual basis was really just not like having it with me. So I had this weird thing where like I would sit down, right? And so my lower back was already kind of achy day in and day out. But what would be happening is that I would sit down for an extended period of time. And by an extended period of time, I mean like 10 minutes. And then I'd get up and my right butt cheek would just cramp up super duper bad. Like it'd cramp up so bad that it would literally be debilitating. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even, woo! And I was worried for a second that something was wrong with me. But then I figured, well, I mean, there's no organs back there. Like, yeah, it's a back related problem, but I think I can make an appointment with my doctor. I think I'm fine. I don't think I'm dying. So that lasted like a month, and now I'm thankfully better, so I'm able to go back at the gym, and I'm not back at 100%, but I'm damn near it. So I'm at like 95%, and it's been really nice just to go back into the gym, and not have to worry about injuring yourself. So Vicente, in that aspect, I definitely get you. Tech Geek says he does it to show it can be done. My son has the 11. Yeah, more or less. I think you're right. It can be done. I would say, though, I mean, now that the 15s are out, I mean, his phone is 5 years old at this point, right? Because you got the 11, because you got to count that whole year of its generation. Then you have year 2, the iPhone 12, 13. Yeah, he's 5 years. Wow. I mean, I don't know. If he likes it, he likes it. You know what I mean? Apple Watch Punk says, yup, he, Tailosive Tech, wants to be able to use non-Apple products and has, as he said, be less dependent on tech, I guess. Okay. I mean, yeah, Tailosive Tech is a veteran in the Apple realm, I guess you could say. I can see how, and I want to say Tailosive Tech does YouTube full time. So I can kind of see how some people might get bored with the Apple ecosystem. Trust me, if it wasn't for these bands and the customization, I think that's one of the main reasons that like the Apple Watch is such a captivating accessory to get, because I mean, you look at this behind me and it's just like, wow, you mean to tell me all of those I can attach to my Apple Watch? And it's like, yeah, you know, so when I'm at the store, you know, selling my little, you know, my Apple Watches and stuff, I always highlight that you can interchange the bands. And if I really want to push the sale, then I show them my band wall. And then once I do, bruh, over with. Done deal. They hand over the credit card. I should be working for Apple at this point. So Tech Geek, my son, loves it. Nice. I'm glad that he still enjoys the 11. A lot of people, a lot of younger folk are very unappreciative. So it's nice that your son is actually thankful. Hilda Covarrubia says, hola papi, I love you. Yo también te adoro, Hilda. Ya sabes, madre, que te adoro tanto. Ya ando un poco cansado. Ya tengo un poco de sueño. Pero aquí estamos activos, estamos prendidos. Y bueno, aquí estoy con mi audiencia que gracias a Dios me apoyan tanto. So muchas gracias, ma, por estar aquí como siempre. Vicente dice, you right, bro. I'll start light. Definitely have to. You never want to push yourself too much. Josie said, you just made me feel so old saying it was 5 years old. I know. I'm telling you. I still remember when, guys, I've told this story at my store at where I work multiple times, and it always ceases to amaze me how quickly time passes by. So Josie, yeah, so my introduction to Apple was actually an iPod. Funny story is that got finessed. Someone definitely stole it from my ass, and honestly, it was I should have done my due diligence. I got finessed so bad. I got double teamed. Back then, it was some like gangster cholo looking guy, and then he had some girl, and the girl befriended me, right? It was during gym class. She was very nice and sweet to me. Now, mind you, in middle school, I was very nerdy and geeky and like an outcast, so I really didn't speak to anyone, right? So when anyone spoke to me, guy or girl, it was just like, oh man, a human wants to interact with me. Okay, she befriends me. Later on in that period, she's like, hey, like I was playing basketball or something. She's like, hey, do you mind, like, I'm here by myself. Like, do you mind if I listen to your iPod? I thought, sure, why not, right? I always used to think of the best in people. So I let her borrow it. And then 20 minutes, you know, you get invested in your basketball game or whatever. Then class is about to be done. I go up to her and I say, yo, can I have my iPod back? And she said, I don't know where it went. Like, bruh. So then I was tripping. Then I asked that guy because the guy was sketched to begin with, asking if he could borrow. And I forgot why. Something happened. Anyway, long story short, I got it jacked, right? And so then I had to tell my parents because they have eventually found out, and I got grounded. Like, that sucked so bad. So not only did I lose my only piece of tech, mind you, it wasn't a cell phone, but it was good enough. And so that got finessed. So then my parents, like good parents should, they made me work for my next one. That way I learned to value the things that I was given. And it worked out so well. So yeah, I bought my first iPhone when I first ever started working. I was 16 at Burger King. Yeah, good times. It was nice to have Whoppers at the end of every meal. I'm not going to lie. And so I saved up, like, because back then things were different, right? So like back then, these telecom companies like Verizon, Sprint, it was before they merged with T-Mobile. T-Mobile wasn't as big. And then, of course, you had AT&T, or at least here in Georgia. Those were the big three back in the day. And so they used to subsidize the cost of your iPhone. So rather than you having to finance a $1,200 phone over 36 months or 24 months or whatever it is, they would instead lock you into a 2-year agreement, so you were locked in with AT&T for 2 years. So in that sense, they kind of took your money at least for 2 years. It was kind of guaranteed. But your iPhone would only cost about $200. It was subsidized by your wireless company. So those were better times. So really all I had to save up was about $200. But back then, God, I'm going to show my age. Back then it was what? When I was 16, what year was it? It was like 2011 or something like that, 2012, right? So back then, $200 is much different than $200 is today. $200 back then with the grocery store, you could damn well fill up 3, maybe 3.5 carts of groceries. Now with $200, you're barely filling up 3/4 of one today, if that, So times have changed, but thank you for your comment, Josie. Thank you for making it onto the live stream. Jenna says, good luck with the heart. Nice, nice. Okay, tech for your needs. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, is material use what fits your needs? This is my 4th iPhone that is coming from an Android user. I love all tech, but I'm not biased. I like that. So yeah, I wish I could say the same. I do agree that Samsung hardware is superior. At least I'm not like completely blind, right? But there are certain aspects of the Apple ecosystem that I just way prefer, like CarPlay. You don't have to mess around with having to pair Bluetooth every now and then. You know what I mean? And it's so reliable. You just get in your car and Apple CarPlay is working. You got to go somewhere, you put it in your maps, boom, it's on your Apple CarPlay. You know what I mean? Like, you can skip the song straight from your steering wheel to go to the next one, which I don't be skipping songs. I listen to songs on repeat about 50 times a day. Don't judge me. I know that I'm not the only one. So lately I've been stuck on Cybertruck. One of my coworkers, it's so funny. Every time he passes by, because at work, whenever it's not busy, I'll put in like one headphone. That way I can like watch TikToks or like listen to music while there's some downtime. And I've just been playing Cybertruck by Bad Bunny. It's been hilarious. Tech Geek, I show them my in quotes, I show them my band wall, the one and only. I like that. Let's save that as a good quote. I show them my band wall. I'm not kidding. It works. It works just because all of the colors, people's eyes just like brighten up. It's one of the funniest things to see in person. Josie says, for real, my first technology thing I had was an iPod Shuffle. That makes me feel old. What? You had an iPod Shuffle. So Josie, was it? Okay, so there were 4 generations of the iPod Shuffle, right? And the iPod Shuffle, the history of it is interesting as well. Like, that whole time period was also fascinating in the world of tech. That was around the time when I want to say that's when Apple and U2 shoved those albums down our throats. That was an interesting era for Apple. But so the first generation, I remember the second generation clipped on and it was more rectangular. Then the third generation Shuffle was weird as hell. So Apple decided to be hip and cool during the iPod Shuffle 3rd generation, and it was just this long, skinny, rectangular paper clip looking thing that had a little, a clip. So it was tiny and it had no buttons on it, right? So it only had the little switch for like shuffle, playing next or whatever, and then you had your power button. But that one was weird because it came bundled in with the wired headphones and the controllers were on the headphone. So now a lot of us, at least, okay, not in modern days, but like just 5 years ago when Apple would still bundle, headphones in our iPhones, a lot of people would use the ones that had the controllers here. The volume up, the volume down. It was basically a microphone. You clicked it, pause and play, answer calls, whatever. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, weird as hell. And that made it so that, I mean, this was a long time ago. I want to say this was 2004 when this iPod Shuffle came out. So if you lost those headphones or broke them or whatever, you literally could not control the device because headphones with remote controls back then weren't that big of a thing. Like, it was few and far between. So that was a weird era. And then finally was the 4th generation iPod Shuffle, which I want to get one. I want to get my hands on one on eBay because I want to do a retro review on it. But another reason is to take it to the gym. Now, a lot of you guys might be scratching your head at why in the world I would want to take an iPod Shuffle to the gym. And that's because these things right here, our smartphones, are so distracting while you're at the gym. Don't even think about hopping on looking at the stock market. Don't even think about looking on TikTok. Don't even think about hopping on Facebook. Soon as you do, you spent 10 minutes and now you wasted 10 minutes at the gym. Congratulations. So I like to be very efficient with my time, so I want to now in the future just take my music in there, download whatever music I need to. But then again, I don't even know if the shuffles are compatible with today's versions of iTunes. Maybe not, but I mean, at least that would eliminate a lot of distractions. And then I have my a cellular plan hooked up on my Apple Watch anyway, so if someone truly needs an emergency, like let's say it's my brother or my mom or my little nephew, if he wants to FaceTime me, if I really need to answer, I'll see the phone call on my Apple Watch anyway, right? So in case of emergencies, I'm good. I'm in my zone. So that's probably why I want to buy one. Let's see. Samsung removing the 10x zoom and going back to 5x zooming. Rip. What? I did not know that. When did that happen? Jenna said, nah, Juan's a player from day one. I don't believe you were nerdy. No. Jenna. Okay. Vicente's here. I have not been a player, quote unquote. I'm not a player since day one. I was actually tall, scrawny, very awkward, and a big nerd, like a massive nerd. So this was way back when I was 135 pounds, pushing 6 feet, right? I've always been like 5'11 and a half. I don't ever technically like to say that I'm 6 because I'd be lying, but with certain shoes on I am. Anyway, so imagine 6 foot, super lanky. I'm talking 135 pounds. I remember that specifically because for 3 years I wrestled on our high school wrestling team, and I was always in between 130 and 135 pounds. I could not gain muscle for the life of me. My biceps were maybe 8 times as small as they are now. It was atrocious. It was weird time. But then puberty, thank God for late puberty, because then the beard started to grow in, then the jawline started to form, then I started to go to the gym, and then the hair started curling again. Everything all just fell one by one. So Jenna, trust me, I was the ugly duckling back in the day, but thank God for the glow up. Thank you to my genetics. Shout out to my parents also, because I think they played a role in having me. And yeah, that is what it is. Let's see, where was I? Tech Geek, my son bought his iPhone 11 with his own money. Good for you. Tech Geek, that's good parenting. I like that. Round of applause for Tech Geek having his own son buy his own iPhone. See, that's what we need more of. I kid you not, Tech. Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm having a tongue twister here. Tech Geek. Sorry, finally. You'd be surprised. I think you had said that you had worked at some of the telecom companies today, but I, as a salesman, of course, I'm going to side with the bratty teenager. I am a salesman. I am going to want to sell this phone, right? So, bruh, snarky comments to their parents. It kind of, sometimes I want to be like, yo, I'm not selling you this phone until you learn to respect your damn parents. But we got money to make, right? But that's good that you're teaching your son some useful skills in life. That's crazy. That's good. Jenna, good for you, son. That's amazing. Yeah, Tech Geek, it was good for him. He's grounded, was using it to Uber his girlfriend over the house when I was asleep. Yo, Tech Geek, he's a straight player. He's a demon. He's on demon time. That's hilarious. Mike, I love that jacket. Need me one? Thank you, Mike. Thanks for making onto the live chat. Yeah, Vicente said it earlier. I like this one a lot. I got it last year. I actually forgot that I had it. That ever happened to you where, you know, it is fall after all. The temperature, at least here in Georgia, is starting to drop a lot. So I'm kind of having to shift my summer clothes, all the shorts, swim trunks and whatever, to the back of the closet, and I'm bringing a lot of my winter clothes to the forefront. I forgot I had this one, and this is a nice one. And this is what I'm talking about. Mike, you know more than anyone. I don't got to tell you. The reason I like a lot of these Nike bands is for that very same reason, and that's that, you know, a lot of Nike's clothing has those really nice, awesome, bright colors. So I appreciate that, man. Let me see. Where is it? Mike, did you send something? Yeah, bro, that's funny. I just saw your text message that you sent. That's funny. Where am I? Apple Watch Punk, and you could wear it as a watch. A very yup, true. Actually, yes. The Nano, I think that's what you're talking about. The Shuffle. So the Nano, the very last generation Nano, Apple did a whole 360, and instead of having the long skinny Nanos, they made it into the square ones, and that is actually where the first Apple Watch, in air quotes, originated. It's so cool that you know that. Yeah, the iPod Nano, I think it's the 8th generation. A lot of people started to use it as it wasn't a smartwatch, but people used it as a watch. So that was kind of cool. That era was also really interesting. So Mike, Volt, Bright Crimson, and Sail. Oh, you're talking about these colors. I don't know. I really don't know. Jenna Rose said that's promiscuous. How old is your son? 17. Okay, yeah. No, that's definitely building some character, not going to lie. I need water. I feel like that episode from SpongeBob where he's like in Sandy's house, you know what I mean? Like inside the little dome, and obviously there's no water in there. He's like, I need water. That's me right now. I don't know if I should risk it. I don't even think that water bottle has a lot of water. I don't even think it's worth it. Anyway, check for your needs. Nowadays it's cool to be called a nerd. Thank you. I like to hide my nerdness because sometimes I feel like people will pick at me, but then again, I think that's just me being self-conscious of the old days when I actually would get picked on. Because guys, in elementary, I'm telling you, I was that shy kid. I had my my nose in Harry Potter books all the time. I mean, I'm telling you, mathematically, also, I was always the one to always finish those multiplication tables. As a matter of fact, I remember our first grade teacher had an ice cream party, and it was over the course of like 21 days, right? So, if you got the 0 timetables, and it would go all the way up to 15 timetables, right? So you'd start with all zeros, which of course you had to be a complete moron to fail that one, because the answer to all of the 0 times multiplication tables is 0. Like, even as a child, I understood that assignment was extremely stupid and easy. So anyway, then you graduate next day, right? Day 2. Then you get to the times 1 multiplication tables, but they're also mixed in with the times zeros. So it was really easy because my little 7, 8-year-old brain was like, okay, let's go through the zeros real quick first and do all zeros, and then for all the other times 1 multiplications, we just copy the number that's being multiplied. Easy enough, right? So this whole party consisted of, like, if you got the zeros, then you got a bowl. It was like an ice cream kind of party, right? So, like, at the bare minimum, you needed the damn bowl, right? Or like the cone. I think it was the bowl. So if you completed your zeros, you got the bowl, right? If you did the ones, you got like half a spoon. Then if you completed the times 2s, and mind you, as each step grows up, or as you get higher, then it's still being mixed in with the past ones you just passed. So after a while, for a little first grader, once you start to get into the 7s, 8s, and 9s, while being mixed in with all the times 4s, times 5s, times 3s, and all that. So anyway, all right. I was the very first one to, of course, in typical Apple fashion. Now, this isn't me. I hope this doesn't come out as me showboating, because this is literally me in first grade, just being like a complete boss, right? I finished all the way to the 15s on the first try. So literally the teacher would give us 5 attempts if we were to mess up, right? So this was over the course of a month, 20 days at school, 4 weeks. So she actually gave us some wiggle room in the event that you messed up 5 days. Well, I didn't, right? So I had that thing. Oh my God, it was loaded with, like, I think because I got like time up to the times 15s and the times 14s and stuff like that, I was able to choose my flavoring. So man, I had like 5 scoops of vanilla, Superman, cookie dough. I'm surprised our teacher busted out this hard. I'm actually, shout out to Miss Goss. I don't know wherever Miss Goss is. Hopefully she's still here on this earth. Hopefully wherever she is, she stops in her tracks and is like, that was weird. I hope she had one of them moments, because shout out to her. She was cool. Man, so I don't know why I brought that story up, but anyway, I like to get sidetracked here with you guys. Oh, we're talking about being a nerd. That's what we were talking about. So anyway, yeah, so my classmates, instead of congratulating me, in typical little kid fashion, I was laughed at for being a nerd. It was uncool to be too good at math. You see, this is what I had to deal with growing up. But anyway, now as an adult, man, I adore the fact that I think I have a good head on my shoulders. At least I would like to think so, right? Critical thinking skills are important also, kids. Make sure you stay in school. Gareth says, hello. I think I'm a little bit late. Just woke up. Gareth, nice. You're watching from the States, are you not? Or where are you watching from, Gareth? By the way, I know that I'm a little behind on the chat. I see more people are dropping in. Thanks to everyone hopping in. I still need to catch up here with the live chat, and I have no water. So I'm out here struggling. But Yorick Chong says Samsung will switch the 10X with a 48 megapixel 5X for the S24U. I just hope the 100 times picture quality will not be worse than the S23U. Okay, this sounds like some Android talk. No, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you guys can discuss that kind of stuff, because at least with Apple, you guys know the Apple treatment we normally get. Like, I mean, it is what it is. Now, granted, Apple's cameras are really nice, though. I mean, many people love the iPhone specifically for their cameras. But Tech Geek says, thank God for Apple products and puberty. Tech Geek, I agree. Cheers to that one. Aaron Wolfork, I have the Nano and the 2 shuffles. No way, Aaron, I got to ask, which of the generation shuffles do you have? Because, again, I think the most fascinating shuffle is that 3rd generation shuffle, the skinny rectangular one that everyone lost in their laundry room anyway, or at least, you know, it'd get washed away with their clothes. And, of course, this was way before any of Apple's products were water resistant. That product I find so fascinating. Like, in terms of Apple's history, that was a weird one. And when Apple releases these weird products, I always find it really interesting. Like, do you guys remember them socks that they came out with for the iPods? They were like just straight up socks so that you could like put your iPod shuffles in. I want to say they did that one holiday year and it was weird. I don't know, but of course, because it's Apple, everyone went and bought them anyway. Mike, hold the bright crimson gym red band up to the red on your jacket. It's to the right of the 2016 Pride on your left, the darker one. Hold the bright crimson gym red band up to your red on your jacket. Wait. The bright crimson gym red band to the right of the 2016 Pride on your left, the darker one. Okay, Mike, this one, right? Is it? I think so. All right, here's my jacket. You see it? I don't know if this is here. Let me stand up a little bit. Is that better? I think it is. I mean, one is definitely pinker. I don't know how much you can see on the camera, but the cloth from this is definitely pinker, but they're kind of similar. All right. Guys, I'm struggling out here. I'm going to try to keep up with the live chat as much as I can. I know that I said 30 minutes. I'm already passing the 30 minutes, which is fine. That's normally really, really good. If anything, it just means that I'm having a great time with you guys. So Mike, curious if it's the same. It is not. Kara Campbell says, OMG, I need water. Oh, you're quoting me. Yeah, I love that episode. What's the other thing he says? He says something else that's iconic in that episode. He's like, need water. And then Patrick is like being a total a-hole and dumbass, and like he's not catching the hint, and literally our boy SpongeBob is like dying. So like it's the equivalent of drowning, but the inverse. Like my boy out there, that's how I'm feeling. So if you can imagine that, imagine being out here, and then you got these bright ass lights. Anyway, I love what I do. I promise. It's just I need water. Actually, I'm gonna stop real quick because I do need water. Like it's not a joke. Hold on. All right. That is way better. I'm feeling way better now. I feel like I could sing a Bad Bunny song right now, but I won't, because then this will get probably a copyright strike. Knowing YouTube, I would. Oh yeah, what's another line from YouTube that not from YouTube, from SpongeBob that I just remembered. Do you guys remember the chocolate salesman episode? And it's like that. How would I even describe it? It's like that brown. It's like she's half a fish at this point. She's in a wheelchair. She's like, chocolate. I don't even know how she says it, but she's like, I've always hated it, or something like that. And then they just slammed the door in SpongeBob's face. Good episode. I have heard that if you were not allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up, then you are an unfunny person. I don't know if those rumors are true. I hope everyone here was allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up. And then for those that are older when SpongeBob came out, then I hope you enjoyed, because them older SpongeBob episodes definitely are way better than what's out now. Jenna says, I think Juan is a cute nerd. Thank you, Jenna. That means a lot to me. I like to consider myself as a cute nerd, too. I like reading. Tech for your needs. How long have you known Vicente? So Vicente and I met at GameStop. This is when I worked at GameStop. And he noticed my charisma in video games, but he later came to find out that I'm just good at sales, and I'm just a people person in general. I enjoy talking to people. Like, I know that it's some people are half playing, it's half a meme. Some people are actually very legitimate about this. I personally cannot relate, but I understand everyone's different. Not everyone is an extrovert like myself. There's many introverts, and that's totally cool. That's totally cool. But like, for example, whenever we go into gas stations here in the States, and then you self-pay, you prepay outside with your card, many times either because it's the reader or maybe you broke, and I'm just kidding. It's because see, here now gas stations in the United States, I believe now they have a minimum $150 hold. So like, if you don't have more than $150, but you're trying to pump $20 in cash, you're going to be forced to go inside, because you're going to have $30 in your account. Let's just say hypothetically, you swipe your card for 20. You're wondering why it's not going through. Well, it's because it needs an authorization hold of at least $150, so that if you run off with getting more gas or whatever, then they'll just charge your card that amount. And most gas tanks, at least most cars, like I drive a Volvo, $150 is way more gas than is actually allowable in your gas tank. Like, mine fills up with like $60, $70 on premium. Now, then again, I do have a sedan, so I understand trucks and stuff are different. Man, I'd be going on these tangents, huh? I need to catch up, because I was thinking of ending this live stream not too long ago. Let me see. To answer your question, Tech for your needs, when did I start working at GameStop, Vicente? That had to have been like 10 years ago. So I've known Vicente on and off for 10 years. We recently just started to actually become, like, we were always good friends, but as of lately, like, working together, I now consider Vicente a bro. Definitely. That's a brother, It's been like 2 years since we've really, gotten really close, and I'm very appreciative for Vicente and everything that he does. King Sakar says, hey, bud, what's up, man? King Sakar, I saw that you got first comment on one of those videos I just dropped. I want to say it was the Apple Watch Ultra 2 1-month review, which, by the way, for everyone watching, so guys, if you've ever wondered about what's new on the Apple Watch Ultra 2, check out my 1-month review. I'm very honest on that video. For anyone that has an Ultra 1, don't even kid yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Save that money. Put that money that you were going to use to upgrade your Ultra 1 to an Ultra 2, put it into SPY. Put it into the stock market. Right now, Square and PayPal are at 52-week lows. Might as well put $200 in there and see what happens. That's going to be much better than upgrading to the Ultra 2. Don't do it. So anyway, Tech Geek says, what kind of school was that? My teachers were terrible. So at our elementary school, they were pretty cool, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, watch that Ultra 2 review if you guys have not already. Vicente says, wow, how were you skinny if you ate like that? All I ate was Takis and Monsters in high school. I don't know what was going on with my metabolism. I have no clue, and I ate like I do now. So I don't know what was up. I guess I just needed to wait for puberty to hit, for my testosterone to finally be like, all right, yup, we're going to develop now. It came super late, Well, did it really? Because my beard and mustache kind of grew in kind of early when I was young. Anyway, King Sakar, had my midterm today. That's why I ran late. Almost thought I was going to miss out on today's live stream. That means a lot to me, King Sakar. I'm going to send you a friendly heart over live stream. You took your midterm and then you still had it in your head to join the live stream. That's respect, my man. That is a lot of respect. Hopefully your midterm went well. I just graduated this past May, so trust me, I understand the stress and just everything that comes with studying for midterms, man. So best of luck to you. Best of vibes. You seem like you're a bright dude from the interactions that I've had here on with you. I think you should be fine. Keep me updated on the next live stream on how you did, mate. Gareth says, I'm from Asian part of the globe. That's so cool. You're over in Asia, dude. What country? That's so interesting, Gareth. Let me know. Fever Ray saying, so what are your thoughts on Bad Bunny's new album, Stop? All right, are we gonna be here another 30 minutes? Hold on, let me show you what's been on repeat, and if anything, I might play just a little bit. Is Cybertruck. Cybertruck off the new Bad Bunny record, I have had on repeat, I really, really like a lot of the lyrics on this song, so here's how it goes. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Probably not. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Bad Bunny. Like, really big fan. I really love this new record and that song Cybertruck. If this video gets demonetized, or hold on, let me lower the volume here on this iPhone. If this video gets demonetized, YouTube, I hate you. I'm kidding. I don't, but don't demonetize this video. That was like 8 seconds of that song. So Fever Ray, so to summarize, I love the new album. Now listen, I'm very meticulous when it comes to music, so I really like to have time to like listen to it in depth. I've already had one entire playthrough of the Bad Bunny album, but I would not consider me actually like paying attention to the songs. I just listened to the beats and I was like, wow, okay, this album is fire. It's definitely a trap Bad Bunny album, which I'm a huge fan of. So like I remember back in the day when he'd make songs with Arcángel, like Me Acostumbré, songs like that. What's another one? Diles. He's featured in that one. There's just so many songs from back in the day that he used to, trap. And now I'm glad that we have that Bad Bunny. So thank you so much for that question. I love Bad Bunny. Aaron says, by the way, I just purchased the Hermes Rogue. No way. Man, I love the feeling of getting a brand new Hermes band. That's always a great purchase, man. If you have me on Instagram, send me photos. Or if you have me on Twitter, go ahead and tweet at me. I'm not going to call it X and then say for the platform formerly known as Twitter. Tech for your needs, that iPod was an answer to the Walkman. It really was. Yeah, it obliterated the Walkman. And I want to say during that time, the Zune era was still like flourishing. It wasn't? I don't even think it ever did. Mike, maybe it's Magic Ember then. I don't know. My Nike colors are rusty. All of my Nike colors are rusty. All of the colors in general I'm rusty with. I just like them. Garrett says something with Volt suits better to that jacket. Yeah, I think so. I think Volt would really make this pop. Yeah, flat silver Volt with that jacket would be killer. Unpopular opinion here, but SpongeBob was pretty mid. Vicente, so Mike, go ahead and mute him for the rest of this live stream, please. Aaron says iPod Shuffle 2 Gen and second and third gen. I'm kidding, by the way, Mike. iPod Shuffle 2 second gen and third gen are in the box. Cool, nice. So you still even have the box for that. Bought both for my wife, and they have massage and they have message scribed in them. Oh, I get you. That's so cool, man. That's really awesome. Gareth says you can take one part from Silver Volt and another from Magic Ember. Hey, good idea. Mixing different band parts sometimes makes cool views. Yeah. I think that would be nice. Actually, yeah, I see that. Chief King says, I agree with Jenna. In what aspect, though, Chief King? Vicente, subscribe and follow. Yes, I'm so thankful for Vicente with the shameless plugs. He knows what we got going on here. Miss Kara Campbell says, oh my God, yes, haha, she was so mean. I'm pretty sure I knew every single SpongeBob episode. When my kids watch it, I will sit and watch it too. I love SpongeBob. There's so many episodes where I just like, do you guys remember the panty raid? Oh my God, that episode was legendary. And then I remember, so every now and then, like, SpongeBob references come out, and like, if someone doesn't know what you're talking about, you look really dumb. Like, so I remember at work, it was already starting to get dark, and so I was taking out the trash at night. If you know SpongeBob, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and if you don't, you don't. I think that was the episode with the hash-slinging slasher, which that episode was hilarious because I was genuinely scared of the hash-slinging slasher as a kid. And then, without spoiling it, at the end, you just kind of facepalm. You just facepalm. That's all I'm going to say. It was a funny-ass episode. Let's see. I'm almost done here with the live chat, which means I should probably end it here soon. My throat is going to murder me tonight. Mike, I fill up at $23 a tank of premium. What? What do you drive, Mike? Is that like a gas-powered bicycle or what? $23 a tank for a month? Let me know what you driving, bro. What? Vicente, dang, thanks, fan bro. I see you like another brother too. Oh, that's so sweet. I appreciate you, Vicente. You know that. Second version of Windows Mercury. I love that username. Second version of Windows Mercury says, hi, what's up, man? Toby Weldon, hello from Vance Air Force Base in Edning, Oklahoma, USA. Dude, that's so cool. Shout out, man, all the way from Oklahoma, USA. 22 years active duty veteran. home of the 5 civilized tribes, Cherokee Nation. Well, first and foremost, Toby, thank you so much for your service to this country, man. I genuinely appreciate that. I get a lot of veterans and a lot of active force members, so and a lot of policemen at my job, so we have FirstNet. So FirstNet is like for first responders, and I know that some anyone who gets dispatched from the Army is technically considered also a first responder. So whenever I talk to these guys, man, they're so down to earth. Like, I love hearing about their day. Like, I love asking police officers as well whether they're going in or whether they're leaving their shift. And so it's just cool, man. So anyway, thank you so much for your service, man. It's really nice to see that you're coming out over from Oklahoma and joining the live stream, man. I really do appreciate that. Wanted to make sure I highlighted you. Shantina Boyd, happy Sunday. That sweater is tough. That's the 3rd compliment I get on this jacket, Shantina. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to just rock it all day. You guys have, man, thanks for the hype. This jacket is really nice, though, and I'm glad that I found it. I'm actually also surprised. My little brother, I love that kid, but I hate him. He steals my clothes all the time. And so, like, I mean, I'm a cool brother. Like, that's fine, man. We got similar tastes. Every now and then I'm gonna rock one of your shirts and whatever, but I always forget to ask for it back. And so then after a while, he kind of like takes possession of it, and I'm like, wasn't that my sweater? He's like, nope, it's mine now. And he's worn it like 5 times versus my 1 time. Whose jacket is it really? Y'all let me know. But that's just the kind of relationship I have with my little brother. I never mind. Although, if it's something I really like, I'll tell him, yo, this is mine. Toby, did you know that SpongeBob's driver license is Epstein Island? No. What? I don't believe that. I'm going to have to look at that, Toby. I did not know that. That is... Makes you wonder, huh? Mike sent the blue... Oh, that was when I asked to mute you. Yeah, that's what... Yeah. SpongeBob is not mid. King Sakara, what's your Instagram, Juan? Vicente, if you can please provide the updated link tree. I think you have been providing it already, but King Sakar. So Vicente has been sending my link tree in the chat. So if you don't mind, go ahead and click that. I want to say that my Instagram is on there. If not, Vicente, if you don't mind, or really anyone on here who knows my Instagram handle, it's my name, Juan_M Covarrubias. I know that I have a long last name. It's probably going to have to be spelled out, but yeah, Vicente, if you could put that in for our boy King Sakar. Jenna Rose, what, Toby? So I'm confused there. Kara, I was scared of the ass singing slasher too, right? It was such a funny episode. Corey, nice to see you, man. I know that you're over in Canada, man. You're joining here at the very end. It's nice to see you. Corey says, Juan, sup, buddy? Sending the great energy and good vibes from Winnipeg. Man, sending them right back to you, man. You already know I'm about the good vibes. You already know I'm really about just waking up and really tackling every day, seeing whatever every day has in store for us. Because remember, any day that you can get out of your bed of your own, on your own will and of your own volition, you are already winning. That day is already starting off on the right foot, regardless of what comes after that. You're breathing, you're alive. See every day for what it is, a new opportunity. And tomorrow's the start of a new week. Don't see it as a drag. I hate Mondays too, but see it as, hey, this is the start of something great. Let's go ahead and get this week started on the right foot. And I promise you, once you start changing your mindset, man, you look at the whole entire world differently. For me, for example, one of the reasons I love all these bands is one of the first things I do, and I've said this before, I think all of these colors just do something really important to my brain, because it's kind of like how they say, people in jail, like they wake up and there's absolutely nothing. Obviously you can't decorate your jail cell. Like, why would you? They won't let you. So it's just the same gray wall. Not that I've ever been or whatever. I'm just from what I've heard, right? So yeah, it's so saddening. You wake up and it's the same gray mess every day. At least when I wake up, it's literally color. Like the first thing I see when I wake up, boom, a lot of color. And then I wake up and I choose my band for the day. So I literally stand, except looking back this way every morning, looking and wondering, I wonder what I'm vibing with today. And I feel like that does so much to me. I'm very thankful for that aspect. But guys, I'm going to wrap up here very, very soon. Chief King says, LOL, the cute nerd comment. Well, thank you. I appreciate the hype. I used to have a lot of insecurities. Now that I'm a little bit more grown and puberty has done me right, I'm thankfully a little bit more confident, I would say. So thank you, man. You guys love to hype me up, and I love to hype you guys back up as well. You guys are awesome. Tech Geek, I would steal or borrow that hoodie too. I'm saying. Apple Watch Punk, thank you so much for putting my handle. So yeah, man, King Sakar, there's my handle, and then also Vicente supplied my link tree. Tech Geek, it's like my hoodies. My 2 17-year-olds wear my clothes all the time. Sometimes before I wear it, I swear to God, like I have like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, and I've wondered before, wait, where are my Forces? Or like, wait, where are my Prestos? Next thing I know, like 5 days later, they're on my brother's feet, and it's just like, again, I'm so cool with my little brother. Like, I do not care. I know he takes good care of my stuff, but it's just like, why do you have them? You know what I mean? It's funny. King Sakar, Instagram isn't there. Ah, gotcha. Well, King Sakar, so Apple Watch Punk did put my handle. So if you want to search me by my handle, I'll make sure to give you a follow. Chief King, that's so true. Everyone wins. Yep. So Vicente, it's below the picture. Oh, gotcha. So Jenna also sent my handle as well. Aaron says 124 Con Street, Bikini Bottom. Oh, I see. Ah, the Epstein Island, bro. That is so weird. King Sakar, it's right below his picture on the IG icon. Perfect, Jenna Rose. Nice. Okay. Woo! So I thought this was going to be a 30-minute live stream. It ended up being a whole hour. You see what you do, guys? So I'm always very happy. And guys, before everyone goes, I want to say something very personal. And that is that I hope you guys know that every Wednesday, now that this is starting to become a routine, I'm very much looking forward to this time with you guys. Whether it's a long day, whether it's a productive day, whether it's been a lazy day, any Sunday and Wednesday, I look forward to hanging out with you guys. I know that every time that I'm on here, you guys always bring up the best conversations. You guys hype me up. I really am very blessed. So really, on a very personal note, I want to thank my regulars who do come on here a lot. Just off the top of my head, just to name a few, we have King Sakar, we have Corey over from Canada, we have, of course, Mr. Mike Dopp, we have our moderator, Vicente. I'm sorry if I'm missing anyone, Apple Watch Punk, Gareth as well. You know, there's just so many of you guys. These are just the ones off the top of my head. Tech Geek as well. I know that you're here and you're always commenting. So guys, I just wanted to say I always look forward to these live streams. They're really fun, and I really love just the trajectory of where this is going. Right now, this is a reasonable pace. As you guys saw, it took me a little longer to keep up with the chat, but I'm trying to get faster and faster at it. I just love really conversating and talking to you guys. You guys have seen many times throughout this live stream, I just deviate and I go off course and I go out on a tangent. So it's just, I like to be detailed with my responses. So guys, I just wanted to put that out there. You guys are really dope. You guys are so awesome, and I love this community that we've all built together. For any Apple Watch band lovers, don't forget to join the Discord. Mike, go ahead and plug our Discord in right there before the live stream ends. Again, my schedule for this uploading week is looking like solo bands. The live stream giveaway for the Bandaholics is gonna be a good one. I'm also gonna go ahead and start the Apple Watch Series 9 videos, and then of course the Fine Woven. I'm gonna pick those up from Apple, and I need to find that last color, which Mike, you might have to help me with that. It's the evergreen one. So the other 2 colors are available to pick up at my Apple store tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna do that. But the evergreen one isn't available, at least for delivery, until like late November. So I'm probably going to have to drive somewhere and pick it up. I'm going to look at the live chat one last time. Oh, we do have Vicente here. So King Sakar got that perfect. I like the vibe, Jenna. Like the live, sorry. Vicente sending a $5 super chat for fire live stream. Man, I do appreciate you so much, Vicente. You guys already know that those super chats go directly towards helping the channel, and they definitely go to, because I mean, this chat, I wonder, I would love to keep a tab of everything that I purchased for my channel. It's definitely probably approaching 6 figures. I'm not going to lie. So Vicente, as always, he is our channel moderator, and he's out here supporting the channel with his $5 super chat. You know it means the world to me, Vicente. May God bless you with so much more. I love that. Great stream and much respect. Thank you so much, Tech Geek. Corey, I'm happy to mod. We'll keep that in mind, Corey, definitely for sure. If ever Vicente can't be here, I know Mike is second in command for the modding. Gareth, thank you. Juan, Apple Watch Punk, oops, bye, and thank you. So guys, that's been it for now. Thank you so much for everyone who joined this live stream. They get better and better every time, and I always have a blast here with you guys. So I'll see you guys Wednesday. Keep tuned, or stay tuned rather, I should say. I think that flows off the tongue better, for that giveaway. And until next time, guys, see y'all soon. See y'all on Wednesday. I hope to see a lot of you guys on there. Catch you all real soon. Make sure to drink your water, and I'm clocking out for now. Bye.